can this fantasy of Australia as it is now, with great growth of wages, great growth of economy, great growth of population, can it continue? Well, perhaps. My little wizard friend here, he can look to one thing, and that's to what happens elsewhere. Now, if we look, probably a similar guidepost is the US. It probably went from Fantasy Island to, Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't think we are going to be like the US. I don't think we'll follow that path, largely because of the fact our political system is better, our compassion is stronger, and our community is more giving and forgiving than over there. So I think we'll be fine. We've got a situation where we can fund that premium lifestyle because our wages is one of the highest average in the world, because our retirement savings is one of the highest in the world, because our general savings is one of the highest in the world. And a lot of the people with property now have owned them for many, many years and have a lot of equity and low debt. And when they release that, it's going to give them power to go and upgrade their lifestyle, maybe downsize the property, but live an incredible future, either semi-working or retired. So that's a great thing to have. If you have a look at what's going to be the key game changers in the market in Australia coming up to the thing, and there's lots of them, and we've been predicting this for a long time, is that migration continues to be the driver, because it's the quantity and the quality that matters. They're coming in large numbers and with capital to buy their own home, to get set up, to do what they need to, which is great for the community, is great for the economy. But you've got to bear in mind that competition is real, genuine, and permanent. Don't complain about it. Push it and get your share. And if you have a look here, as that equity release is coming out tax-free, that's driving a lot of activity, a lot of economic value, and that's going to be there strong for the next 5-10 years as people, empty nesters, swap out of their houses into holiday destinations, retirement destinations. And you're also going to have inheritance kicking in like never before in Australia's history, and both living and death inheritance. We're now seeing many people that got into their first home in the last 4, 5, 6 years got their deposits from living inheritances from their parents. They didn't have to wait to save. They couldn't save. They got the money from their parents. Some that can't afford to buy are going and living with their parents and taking the savings in rent to go towards their deposit. This is going to be an ongoing trend as this equity particularly gets released and gets shared with the family. And then you're also seeing a phenomena of the digital money market. People are making money doing things that we never thought possible and making lots of it. Things like MyFans, Uber, all these things mean that there's more revenue into the system. I would do make a prediction that I think you'll find in the next 5 years a real big aftershock of the digital economy will be as the tax office starts to tap them all on the shoulder and say, by the way, all that money you've made on the internet with Amazon, MyFans, etc., did you know that's taxable and here's your bill? Wait till you see the aftershock of that. And then we've got a situation where we're going to get this quality dividend. And this is the thing that I love most about Australia. When you come down, the cleanliness on the streets, the quality of the roads, the quality of construction, the professionalism of the way everything has been done is a massive plus compared to virtually any other place on the planet. And that quality dividend is going to keep attracting people and giving the people that are already here the best lifestyle humanly possible. And that's what it's all about. It's all about lifestyle. Being in 5 of the top 16 most livable cities is incredible advertising. Talking to Australians about how wonderful it is. Visiting Australia and going, oh my goodness, how cheap it is, how wonderful it is to live. It's expensive for a cup of cappuccino, but it's cheap for a house. And that's what matters to most people. And we're getting tax friendlier and friendlier all the time. Income tax rates have come down, and we're seeing retirement tax is still the best in the world. So people's distorted view of Australia being a bad tax country is changing rapidly, and it's becoming an affordable tax destination as well as a great place to live. And as a result, you're looking at it being cheap by world standards. Now, when most of the world can sell up from wherever they are and buy in Australia and have surplus money to invest and live on, that's going to make it a high demand place for many, many, many years to come. And that's just a simple fact. So expect that migrations to stay strong. And then finally, we've turned that fantasy into a reality. You know, we are creating this utopic society where you can get strong wages, you're under very little pressure, you can live a great lifestyle, you can have a lovely home. The fantasy is already a reality. I think we can keep it there, but the trick is that people are probably going to have to work a bit harder, which is what's necessary. Productivity is going to have to improve. But if you do those things, the reward will be achievement and ownership of something fantastic for an entire lifetime. As a result, I love a fantasy island. I love Australia. I hope you've enjoyed the seminar, and I hope you find your way down a fantasy island sometime soon.